On today's show, we got a Bears versus Packers preview as Packers Hate Week rolls along here on Chicago Bears Now. Before we get to our preview, type FGB, spam it in the comments. I want to set a comment record on this video. Our record's like 6,000 something, so if we top that, hey, you guys are living right. Let's at least get a couple thousand, right? Type FGB in the comments, separate comments, spam it more than once. Let's go. If you hate the Packers as much as I do, then you'll type FGB right now. Today's Bears vs. Packers preview is presented by Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. It's manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. Aaron Rodgers could use some Manscaped with that nasty hair he's had all season long. Who knows what it's looking like downstairs. Manscaped, 20% off plus free shipping. All right, let's go. Week 2. Bears 1-0, Packers 0-1, Sunday Night Football as the Bears head up to Green Bay to take on the Packers at Lambeau Field. A couple of notes from Week 1 as the Bears were able to beat the 49ers 19-10. Green Bay fell to the Vikings, 23-7. Couldn't get much going. Despite all of that, the Packers are 10-point favorites. The over-under set at 43 points in this matchup as the Bears look to change the narrative up in Green Bay, because let's be honest, this has been one-sided. The last 10 matchups, 9 have gone in the Packers' favor, including the last 6. The last Bears win was the second matchup in 2018 when the Bears won 24-17. That, of course, was the Matt Nagy 12-4 year. Other than that, it's been one-sided, and if you look at these scores, a couple of close games, few close games, but a lot of them pretty one-sided in favor of Green Bay. It's up to this regime to change the narrative. It's up to Justin Fields. It's up to Eberflus. It's up to these young guys. Let's go. It starts this week. It's not a must-win game, but if you do win it, I'm going to be thinking of what Ryan Poles said. We got to take the North and never give it back. Great opportunity for Chicago, who's already game up in the standings on Green Bay. You win this one, you're up 2 games through 2 weeks. All right, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because we'll be live for a Bears versus Packers watch party for Sunday Night Football, 8:05 Eastern, 7:05 Central Time, with kickoff at 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 Central. 15-minute pregame show, and then we will get going with some live play-by-play action. So subscribe, turn on those noties, and join us for Sunday Night Football. All right, keys to victory to upset the Packers in Green Bay. Number 1, you have to slow down the run. That's one thing the Bears did not do great last week. 49ers rushed for 176 yards, averaged just under 5 yards per carry. Now, San Francisco's a good rushing team. The weather, was challenging, but Packers want to run the ball too, and they're good at it. They're really good at it, and with this Packers receiving core being a little shaky, being a little dicey right now, they're going to try and get Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon going. Aaron Jones averaged over 9 yards per carry. A.J. Dillon had 45 yards and a touchdown. Matt LaFleur admitted they didn't run the ball enough against Green Bay. I would expect them to try and get going on the ground, especially while these Packers receivers figure things out early on in the season. Slow down the run. You're not going to fully stop it. This is a good scheme with 2 good backs, but you got to slow it down and force Green Bay into passing situations, which sounds weird because Aaron Rodgers, but if you're running the ball and Rodgers is doing your thing, you're cooked. You got to slow at least one of those 2 things down. Key number 2, faster start for Justin Fields. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not criticizing him at all for the Bears offense starting slow last week. It was a monsoon at Soldier Field. The raw stats don't look great, but he played much better after halftime, going 5 for 8 for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. First half went 3 of 9 for 19 yards and a pick. Got to get off to a faster start. We know the weather played a big role in this, but the point in general is if the Bears are going to win this game, they got to start faster. They got to get points on the board early. Hopefully the weather doesn't play a big role like it did this past week. I saw in the forecast that 50% chance of rain. Who knows the hour-by-hour forecast on that front. But I can't imagine it's going to be anything like it was at Soldier Field. I mean, guys, there was standing water on the playing surface. That was just unbelievable. I think one area that stood out to me, and again, caveat of the weather, I know that, got to be better on first down. The Bears were in 2nd and long, which then led to 3rd and long way too often. get 4 or 5 yards on first down. I'm not saying get 8 yards a pop on first down, but get into 2nd and 6, hell, 2nd and 7. Get to 3rd and 3. You're going to have a much better chance to convert on those third downs because I think the average third down length for Chicago was over 7 yards for most of the game. Just hard to live that way, especially against a good defense, and Green Bay has got another good group this year. Who's going to have more touchdowns this week? Ooh, type JF for Justin Fields, type AR for Aaron Rodgers. What are you thinking? More scores this week. Which quarterback? JF for Fields, AR for Rodgers. Shout out to Manscaped because Aaron Rodgers, he ain't using Manscaped. We all know that. Fields probably is. 20% off plus free shipping. Promo code BEARS20. The Performance Package is a great deal because it comes with a bunch of products, including the Lawnmower 4.0, advanced skincare technology, going to keep you nice and shaved down below the belt. The Weed Whacker, nose hair trimmer, ear hair trimmer. I got ear hair. It sucks, but the Weed Whacker going to clean it all up for you. You get the boxers, you get the travel kit, ball deodorant, ball toner. It all comes together in one bundle for less than $100 when you use our promo code BEARS20. You add up all these items, it's over $150 in value if you buy them separately. You get the bundle, $95.99. 20% off, free shipping, promo code BEARS20 when you go to manscaped.com. Get shopping today at Manscaped. Link and promo code in the description in the comments of this video. All right, next key to victory, frustrate Rodgers. It sounds easy. It's not easy. You got to find a way, though. Tell you what, Minnesota's done it a few times over the years. They did it last week. He was clearly frustrated. Now, I think a lot of his frustration stemmed at his receivers. Christian Watson dropped a 75-yard touchdown pass. Stonehands Watson is what we're going to call him here at Bears Now. But this is not your typical Aaron Rodgers stat line. He was pretty mediocre, for being honest. He was not happy with his receivers. He called them out in training camp. He wasn't happy in this Week 1 game either. You could tell. Try to frustrate this guy, and stopping the run is going to help you do that because normally 3rd and long, not a big deal for Rodgers and the Packers. No Davante Adams, though. They felt that in Week 1. Hopefully you make them feel it in Week 2. Packers receivers had just 12 catches for 120 yards total in this game. That's a great stat line for one player, but all the receivers combined, 120 yards. Bears do that, they're going to have a good chance to come out of Lambeau Field with the victory. If you hate Aaron Rodgers, at least as a player, if you hate the guy too, I don't blame you. I think he's total fraud. Like the video. If you hate Aaron Rodgers, hit the like button. Let's go. You at least got to hate him this week. It's Packers and Aaron Rodgers hate week here at Bears Now. Like the video if you cannot stand Aaron Rodgers. Key number 4, get Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet involved in the offense. 1 catch for 8 yards for Mooney last week. 0 catches for 0 yards for Cole Kmet. I've said it a million times. I get it, the weather. Like, I don't know how much you can evaluate for offensive players last week. But if you go another game and they're both non-factors, that's a problem. You got to get these guys involved. They're your 2 best playmakers. Now the good sign is that Dante Pettis looks like a guy who can contribute. St. Brown is a guy that can contribute potentially. But these 2 guys are going to make you go in the passing game. You really are. 1 catch for 8 yards. In normal weather conditions, this team will probably lose most games if these 2 guys contribute that stat line. So I expect that to change. I think it will change. But it's got to be an emphasis. Justin Fields has got to get these guys the football. All right, final key. I think when you're an underdog and you're on the road, you can probably get away with 1 turnover and still have a chance to win. 2 or more, though, that's going to translate into a loss. So no more than 1 turnover this week. 2+, probably going to lose. Not impossible to win, especially if you're creating 2, 3, 4 turnovers. But I think, we know Aaron Rodgers. He rarely turns the ball over. He threw a pick last week. For him to throw another one, would be pretty rare for him, picks in back-to-back games. Can't turn it over more than once if you're Justin Fields in the Bears offense or special teams, whatever. 1 turnover max. Otherwise, probably going to lose this game. All right, there you go. Some keys to victory, some thoughts heading into Sunday Night Football as the Bears head to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers, who are heavy favorites at home, 10-point favorites, over-under set at 43. All right, predict the score, and I'm going to give my official prediction. I have not thought this out until filming this exactly right now. Let us know who's going to win, and let me know what the final score is going to be. Should I do it, Jack? Do I do it? I've been thinking all week long. On my record prediction video, I predicted a loss. But after seeing these 2 teams play, logic says the Packers are going to bounce back and win. That's what logic says. But Davante Adams isn't there. I'm calling my shot. 24-20, Bears improved to 2-0. Let's go. It's more of a heart pick this week, but I'm an FGB guy. I can't pick the Packers. Let's go. Get your score predictions in, and let's beat the damn Packers.